When was the last time you looked like a movie star? Are you paying too much for that fabulous look? Or are you getting stuck with an outdated look? Boost your confidence at ConnectBox.com. Latest fashion accessories, electronics, jewelry, and more. Explore high-quality merchandise at low prices. New merchandise being added daily. Our sales and discounts guarantee you get a smashing look for less. Visit ConnectBox.com today.
Okay, I hope everyone is doing well. I know it's been a while since I've done a video. So I'm going to show you how to set your device up and get it running so you can cut cable TV. I'm not going to go through the process of configuring Vader streams because I already have a video that talks about that. But I will talk about or show you how to get some applications installed on your device so you can get it up and running and enjoying free TV. So let's begin. So when you purchase any Android device, it's going to have some applications that are already installed on it. Now, those applications, I just went into settings in case you're wondering, and I'm now going to go to apps. Those applications, they may have current versions of the software, and then again, they may not. So the first thing that I do is I'll check Kodi and I'll see what the version is. So here we see that it's a earlier version of Kodi. So what I want to do is clear the data so that way when I install the new version of Kodi, it will not utilize that old data from the previous install. Next, I will uninstall it. Okay. Then I'll check the some of the other applications. If I see that they're older versions, such as this Mobdro version here, it's an older version, then I will just do an uninstall of that. And then I can go to Mobdro's website and download the latest version. These other applications, they'll update themselves, so it's fine. I'm not worried about that. The next thing that I do on any new device that I acquire is that you have to configure your Wi-Fi connection. So that's one of the things I'll set up. I'll get my Wi-Fi set up and functioning. Okay, so once you've entered in your password for your Wi-Fi connection, you can begin the process of installing software. Now, before I install any software, I need to go and set my time. So I'll go and I'll set the time, and that's not too complicated. The only thing you should have to set with automatic time control, where it can just look at your geographic location and it'll automatically get the time over the internet. All you should have to do is just set the time zone. Alright, and if I want to use a 24-hour clock, I can, or if I want to use a 12-hour clock, I can do that. And you just have to look and see how your device is configured to determine how to do that. So now that I have my time set, I'll start the process of installing software. So first thing that I need to do is update my Kodi installation. So usually what I do is that I'll use my laptop, but with an Air mouse you can use your Android box to go to a website and download applications just as easy. But I'll use my laptop. I'll connect to a website. I plug my USB drive into the laptop, and then I will actually download the software that I want to use onto my laptop, or onto my USB drive. Sorry about that. So then what I do is that I will connect my USB drive, of course, to my Android device or ConnectBox, and then I will copy the software that I need to install. So here I've downloaded Kodi 17.6, downloaded Mobdro, and this might be an older version. Not sure, I'll find out. And download Terrarium TV, and of course that's an application that I want to install on my device as well. And then you need a way to allow for friends, family members, or wherever you may have purchased your device, you need a way for them to be able to connect to your device to help you. So I installed TeamViewer Quick Support. You want to make sure those applications work, so then you don't have family members calling you up, or friends or customers asking you to get their device working. You want to make sure it works before it goes out the door. So now that I've copied those files, I'll go over to my local disk, and remember, I went into File Browser to accomplish this. So I'll go over to my local disk, or the local disk of my Android device or ConnectBox, and then I'll just paste those files. Now that those files are copied to my ConnectBox, I will go back to the home screen of my device, click on Apps, and then I'm going to enter App Installer so I can start installing those programs. I'll scan my local disk, and that scan will locate the APK files, which are files that allow you to install software on an Android device. So the first one that I will install is Kodi. And some of these applications you can actually go to Google Play. So you would configure your Google Play account on your Android device or your ConnectBox, one or the other. And then you enter into Google Play and you can do a search for Kodi, and you can check for some of the other applications. But I know for sure you can find Kodi in there. I don't think you can find Terrarium TV in Google Play, but I know you can find Kodi. I have Kodi installed, so now I will click Done. The next application I will install will be Mobdro. Now I'll install Terrarium TV. So the same benefit you would get from Kodi, you can get that same benefit in Terrarium TV, but it's reliable. You don't have to worry about the repositories not working anymore, so none of your files can get updated, or always having to search the internet to find out what is the latest repository so you can watch your movies. You don't have to do that in Terrarium TV. The only issue with Terrarium TV is that it is dedicated to movies and TV episodes that are recorded. It does not have live TV in it. So for live TV, you would use Mobdro, Vader Streams, or some of the other providers out there for live TV. You can even get Sling if you want something for live TV. Next thing that I will install is Quick Support. And although these are the applications I'm installing, there are other applications that you may be interested in installing. So you just install whatever it is that you want to install on your ConnectBox. So now that I have my applications installed, I like to configure shortcuts to those applications. So on the ConnectBox, there are sections where you can add shortcuts, and any Android box you get, you should be able to add shortcuts to your device. So the applications that I like to use, I want to make sure that they're available on my device in a shortcut section, so that way I can connect to them. So here you'll just see me selecting the applications I want to use. Okay, so now that I've added the applications, I want to click on Amazon. You'll need to enter your account in. That application will work just fine once you log in. I think it also will update itself using Google Play. So you want to make sure you log into Google Play as well, so that way these applications can be updated automatically if they're in Google Play. So I want to click on Terrarium TV so I can get that set up. Just allow everything for Terrarium TV. This is not your cell phone. This is a ConnectBox, and you shouldn't have any personal information on this device other than maybe your password for Google Play. Just accept the agreement. Use whatever default applications they recommend. To make sure everything's installed properly, I will just click on a TV program. Just click on any video, and what I want to do is make sure that the players are working properly. Because I'm using an air mouse, all I have to do is just use my mouse pointer and go and choose this play button right there. What will take place in Terrarium is that it will search for the videos that are available for you to play that particular series. So I selected an episode, I'm clicking on play, and it needs me to install the Yes Player. So I'm going to download that, and then I'm going to click on the video again. Install. Click done. Now I will click on the video again. I just want to make sure everything's going to play properly. Okay, it's working fine. So I'm going to pause it. Okay, so Terrarium TV is working fine. These other applications, I know that Amazon's going to work fine, but you would just test those. Mobdro, you'll click on that, see if you get. Just going to test it real fast and make sure things are working properly. So I'm clicking on channels, and then I'll just select sci-fi. Mobdro does not have a TV guide, but it has a listing of networks, so you can click on those networks and watch programming. Alright, so Mobdro is working just fine. So now what I will do is return out of this. And now the next thing and final thing that we need to configure is Kodi. Now for Kodi to work properly for you, you need to add add-ons. If you don't have any add-ons, you're not going to be able to watch any programming. So what I do is I'll add a build. Now the build that I currently use is Spins TV. I used to use the Pulse build, but it hasn't been reliable as of late. And currently you can't even find a repository with the Pulse build in it. So you'll have to use Spins TV. However, there are other builds. So for this particular video, I'm going to use a build called No Limits. I've already checked it out, and it seems to be fine. I mean, you can find different movies and other things, but like I said, Kodi's not as reliable as it was before because a lot of the developers, for legal reasons, they've stopped developing or maintaining the repositories. So it's just a little harder now to use Kodi. That's why I like using Terrarium TV, and for cable TV, I have purchased a subscription to Vader Streams. There are other services out there, but I use Vader Streams for my cable TV. You can also get Sling TV if you want to do that. But Vader Streams just does have a TV guide. So let's get a build onto Kodi so that way you can find content easily. I'm using Kodi 17, and I went into System. Now I am going to File Manager so I can install the media source. I'm going to change the media source name to something that's easy to remember. And what I mean by easy to remember is that you may add other media sources to your device. So you want to know which one contains what type of files. So this is my no limit media source. So now that it's added, I'll head back by clicking my return button several times and then head to add-ons. Then I'll click on this little open box up there in the left hand corner. Go to install from zip file. I need to allow unknown sources, so click settings, select enable unknown sources, say yes. Click your return button, go back into install from zip file. Click on the media source you added, no limit, and let's install the needed files for the no limit build. Just click on plugin.video.nolimitswizard.zip. That name can change at any time, which is common for Kodi repositories or add-on files. The names can always change. Just click on that and it will install the wizard. Once the wizard is installed, then I will just enter into, I could either go to my program add-ons, or since I'm in here, I can just go to my add-ons, and then I can go down to program add-ons. That is for the no limit build. Each build has a different way of installing it, and if you visit SolusConnect.com and do a search for builds, you'll see that there are various different ways to install these builds depending on their requirements. So now that I'm in the No Limits wizard, I'll click on open, and here you have a choice of various different builds that you can install. Since if you had a Fire Stick, they have the builds down here for the Fire Sticks. If server 2 is slow, like I already know server 1 is slow, so that's why I came by default, I just came down here to server 2. But if server 2 is slow, then I'll cancel the download and I'll try server 3. So I'm clicking on it. We'll see what the estimated time is for this to complete. It's at 20 minutes. So that's fine. So I'll let that run. Once the install finishes, then I will exit out of Kodi, get back into it, and just ensure that the build loads up. Okay, so once the install is done, then you'll get this little warning message basically stating that you need to close the Kodi application and then reopen it. So just click OK here. Then click your return button because you want to get back to the Kodi home screen. Now click on the power button in Kodi, click exit, and then click on Kodi again to reopen it. Okay, so now you're back in Kodi, but you still see the same home screen. You probably were expecting to see a different user interface. Well, that user interface, it is available. However, you have to enable it, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But first, you'll want to let your device while in Kodi sit for about 5 minutes. That'll give it enough time for the add-ons to install. It may kick you out as it installs add-ons. All you need to do is just click back on it, get back into Kodi. Once again, just let it sit for about 5 minutes, wait until the add-ons complete, and then you'll be able to change the user interface. Okay, now that 5 minutes has passed, go up to System, click on System, then go to Interface Settings. Now go to where it says Skin, click it, and choose, I believe you say Aeon. I think it's Aeon or it is either Ion. But you'll choose this particular skin. Then this will give you a user interface that will be easier for persons not familiar with Kodi to be able to maneuver through it and select content or explore it. It'll be a lot easier to explore. You need to say yes, keep that skin. Now click your return button, click it again, and now the user interface loads up. Now I will tell you that it takes about, I don't know, maybe about, I guess it takes about a minute for the skin shortcuts to load up. So just wait for that to finish once you've selected the Ion build. Or Ion skin, I'm sorry, Ion skin. Just wait. Once that is done, you can start browsing around and checking out the No Limits build. So I've messed with this build a little bit, and I think it's a great build for Kodi. They're keeping the add-ons updated, so you're able to find more add-ons that work properly with repositories that are also available. And anytime the No Limits application performs an update to check for any changes in those repositories or add-ons, you can rest assured knowing that if there are add-ons that need to be updated, it will do that, or repositories that need to be updated, it will do that. For those repositories or add-ons where it's not able to find a valid update, then it just won't update those. And you'll find that a lot when you're browsing through Kodi, where there will be a lot of add-ons that just don't work anymore. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, sorry for making such a long video. However, I try to make these videos for persons that are not too familiar with using Kodi. All right, thank you.